So Center on ARK Survival ASCENDED has just released and it is very exciting times. I've decided to put you guys together a video of the top 10 best Center ARK Survival ASCENDED rat holes, and I've found some insane spots in here that are going to change the game. Let me know in the comments if you like the look of the new Center map, because I sure do, and let me know what your favourite rat hole in the comments is. I hope this video does help you out to find some locations to build in, and I will be doing daily uploads from now, so make sure you smash the like on the video and subscribe. Anyway, without waffling, let's jump into the video. So starting this one off with one of the best rat holes I've found on Center ASA so far, you want to come over here, and the codes are 75 latitude, 87 longitude, and then you want to find this like dent in the cliff, and then look up and you'll find the opening. And yes, this is the opening for the main rat hole, which is absolutely massive in here. I can definitely see like full 6 mans claiming a spot and having more than enough room if you do build it correctly. Obviously with ASA you can snap turrets to the walls and that, so you can absolutely spam them if you want to. I'm going to place a generator here and show you how far you can get your turrets. So turret wise, you can literally place them anywhere in this cave if you got one tech gem. So it is pretty insane. Breeding wise, you can get loads of breeders out in here, all of that good stuff, and obviously crafting station over here. Obviously with ASA you can snap them like that going up terrain, so that is pretty good. Overall, this is a solid 8 out of 10 rat hole. The entrance could be smaller, but then again, are people really going to have great PT lines to PT spin your wall? And I believe you can build here on official and unofficial. So yeah, a great rat hole. So this is one of my favourite spots on the list. It's located in Ice Palace. I don't know why my screen keeps doing that. It's really weird. 37 lat and 15 longitude. And then you want to come over to this wall, and then you find like a indent in the wall sort of thing. I'm so sorry for my like screen glitching. I don't know why it does that, but it's actually a grapple upwards rat hole, which makes it so much better. And you can even put turrets in the ceiling. I probably wouldn't recommend putting it in there, pretty far back, so that they don't get shot by rockets. But you've got so much room in this one. You can come left side here, if it lets me get out of like the fly mode, and you can also come right side. You've got so much room down here. Like literally, I thought it was mesh, which I wouldn't be showing you guys mesh spots, but it's not actually mesh. I don't know why I've just tried to grapple glitch here. It is underwater, a lot of it, but then you get into the actual not water part. This is all non-water, so much room in here. Probably one of, if not the biggest spot on here for space. You can literally get so many breeders out, so much stuff. I definitely do rate this spot a lot, and it's in a decent location. You've got polymer around you, you've got a lot of resources metal wise, and yeah, there's just so many different rooms. You can defend this so well. Like for example, this part, you could just spam loads of turrets to make sure no one gets through here, and have your main crafting station below here. I mean, there's not a lot of room. You would definitely be able to place a replicator somewhere in here, like here. Definitely, without a doubt, get a replicator in here, on official and unofficial. So this rat hole that I'm about to show you is probably for a solo slash a duo, and the codes are right here: 74 latitude, 88 longitude. And if you want to find it pretty easy, just look out to blow up and find this cliff, and then you should find the opening fairly easy, which that is how far up it is. You'll find the opening here. This one is not as good as some of the ones on the list, but it's definitely a nice little starter spot if you just want to stay hidden. Obviously you can't just chuck a cryopod out if you're grappled up onto a cliff, so it makes it pretty decent. You're not going to get like too many foundations in there. Especially on unofficial, you can get a nice little crafting station in Indie Forge and just spam a few turrets. Spam a few turrets on the cliff also. You've got this sort of part too, which I'm not even going to call that a rat hole because it definitely isn't. But this is a nice rat hole and also ledge. You've got more than enough room to have probably track breeders here and stuff like that. Obviously you're not going to be going for alpha in a spot like this, but it's more than enough to get a nice little start going. It says obstructed, but I've got official building on, so yeah, that is why it says that. You can obviously place one without official building, but as I said, you're not going to get too fat in this spot. It's more for building up and then claiming a cave or a better location maybe. So one of the most OG spots slash rat holes, because it was in the old center, is center also. You want to come up to 53 latitude, 43 longitude, there on the map, and you want to head to this like little pillar type thing, and then a lot of you guys will know this spot already. It's like a drop down, very hard to raid. I've actually built here a couple times on ASE. You put a few turrets like here, obviously not where I've placed them exactly. I would have to show you how to build this properly if I was to build here, and then just loads of turrets, and then you have your main crafting station at the back here. Oh, and they've actually made it taller, so possibly you'll be able to get a replicator in here. You can't camo through this mesh, which is weird, but you could definitely have your tech Jenny there, and just make a really solid build for this. You probably can get indie forges in here, unofficial also. You just have to play around with the obstruction and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a really nice spot. As I said, I've built here before, so I can actually vouch for this spot, and yeah, I'd definitely rate it, especially if you've got like a nice bit of turrets outside also, not just got the inside. So this rat hole is quite nice actually. You've got a nice ledge outside, and the inside is a bit small but good enough to put all your valuables in. So you want to head over to 94 latitude, 52 longitude, and head over to this cliffside. You'll then find a ledge here which you can actually build on the ledge, have your breeders chucked out, maybe even more space, and obviously I'd definitely put turrets here when you've got enough stuff. As I've been saying, you can snap turrets to the wall, so like people grappling up and trying to send some rockets in or whatever is going to be very difficult on ASA. But yeah, you've got a decent amount of room. You can spam a few turrets here, and then you'll have a small crafting station. Probably won't be able to fit a rep in here. Yeah, definitely won't be able to fit a rep on here in official, but yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's, as I said, it's not one of the best rat holes on the list, but it's definitely good enough. Got another extremely hidden spot here. The terrain is a slight bit weird, but if you really wanted, you could actually breed water tames in this one. You've got such a big amount of water in this. It's literally connected to the main ocean. And then to get to it, you want to come to 69 latitude, 18 longitude, and then you'll come all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find this sort of opening, and then you just go straight through here. You've got like a couple chambers in this bit, so you've got the left side, which isn't the best, but then again, if you're just spamming just loads and loads of turrets on ceilings wherever you can really place them, it's going to be very difficult to push this spot. And then the main side that I would build in personally is the right side. You don't have, again, none of these spots have amazing amount of room apart from about 2 or 3 of them, but they're all like good spots and very hidden, which is the main thing that we all want in a rat hole. So you could layer it, and you can also build this side. Like, there's nothing stopping no one from building this side, but it is just a bit watery. It'd be a nice like greenhouse base also, and a main base if like it's pretty early on. No one's really touching any of these spots if like you've got 10 turrets in them and then you're actively on, and you don't have too big of offline time and some bullets in the turrets. So yeah, then again, a pretty decent spot. So this rat hole is probably one of the most hidden on the list. You want to come to the underwater bubble located at 27 latitude, 83 longitude, and then you want to find your way up to this little ledge up top. It's pretty hard to find, I would say. Let me just gamma like think up, because it looks texture wise a bit weird, but you want to find your way to this spot, and then you want to, like, when you got turrets, obviously you want to place some here, but I don't know why I'm telling you guys that now. And then there's like a front section to it where you place most of your defenses, and then there's also like a back section which you can get to, but you do need a bed in, which is against rules on most servers. Official, I'm not too sure if you get dev for that. But mainly, I wouldn't have picked this spot to go on the list if it didn't have this ledge. It's just very hard to raid anything up high on Ark, and especially if you've got like a little rat hole type thing behind it. Obviously, it's not the best rat hole, probably the worst rat hole on the list if we're being honest, but it's where it's located. It's just so difficult and out the way to find that no one's really going to be scouting this, especially on official. So you'll be more than good if you do build in this spot. So this rat hole is extremely hidden and has got a very nice outside as well as a decent amount of room on the inside of the rat hole. So you've got a nice little ledge here, which you could put more turrets, more breeders, more tames like there. And then you want to come to this ledge. Let me just tell you the coords before I do that. 97 latitude and 21 longitude sort of. And you could put a turret box here, more breeders and all that good stuff. You then want to come into the inside of the rat hole. And then you've got a fair bit of room. You can put a nice crafting station here. Not too big, but not the biggest room in the world there. But the way you can build stuff is quite nice on ASA. Like it just automatically snaps the foundations for you, so you don't have to worry about like pillaring down and stuff like that. And obviously, you can just snap tons and tons of turrets to ceilings, walls, wherever you really want them. So yeah, a decent spot. So we've got another pretty good vertical rat hole for you. So there's now a pretty good vertical rat hole. It's located in the redwoods, well, on the side of the redwoods, and it's about halfway up this cliffside, I would say. And you want to come to the cold 79 latitude, 82 longitude, and then find this little ledge type thing. You can also put RGs outside, have your Ankies outside, all the tames that you use to farm. And then you want to come down to this little indent. You won't be able to fit a PT through here, so basically only a player entrance. And obviously, as I've been saying, you can snap turrets to the wall, so you can literally have them shooting out without any problems. And you've got a nice little flat area here. Maybe on official it'd be a little bit difficult to build, but on unofficial this would be amazing. More than enough room for a solo. Maybe when you get a few more members it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, amazing spot again. This spot is a little bit different to all the other rat holes that you've got, just because you've got so much room outside and you can do so much outside. The rat hole itself is a bit small, but then again, all the room outside makes up for it. So what you want to do is come to the redwoods, come to 90 latitude, 60 longitude, and find this like sort of ledge type thing halfway up. You could even put like a main base here, but I would probably choose to go with a rat hole type thing because it just makes that a little bit harder to raid. So you might be able to shoot rockets up here, but if you spam a bunch of turrets, they get shot, especially if you put a turret maybe here, so it shoots the rocket as soon as it comes in, which that probably will. So that would probably be the best spot for a turret. And then you could put your main loot in here, obviously only about 2-3 foundations wide, but as I said, the outside makes up for it because you can have so much breeders out here. You can even put a tower out here if you really wanted. You've got that much room. But yeah, not the craziest rat hole on this list, but definitely good enough to build in, and probably not go for alpha or something. But yeah, it's a solid rat hole. So I really do hope you found these rat holes very useful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. There's going to be so much ASA Center content to come, so yeah, make sure you smash that like. If you have made it this far into the video, please put G24 in the comments and know I made this far, which honestly means more than anything. Anyway guys, have an amazing rest of the day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video.